Good evening, good morning, wherever you are, depending on your time zone. This is Gashis Kaman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Kindly feel free to leave a comment, feel free to like this video, and feel free to share what you have witnessed today. Ladies and gentlemen, the country did not witness demonstrations today. Our towns were calm. The youth remained at home. And business went on smoothly without any interruption. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this that made the Gen Z and the millennium people not to come out of the street? Have they surrendered? Are they tired? What is happening? Are we likely to see further demonstrations, or is this the end? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Before I give a critical analysis of why the Gen Z or why there were no demonstration today, feel free to like the video. The first thing, in my view, the demonstrators decided to take what you call a tactical retreat. In a tactical retreat, people retreat to re-energize. People retreat to come up with new strategies because of what I've always been saying. The Eneke the bird says that since men have learned to shoot without missing, Eneke the bird has learned to fly without missing. That is found in Chinua Achebe's book, that is Things Fall Apart. And as they are falling apart in this country, I think the youth, in this case, the Eneke the bird, have learned to fly without patching. So they are coming up with new strategies. And before William Samoei Ruto knows what is going to happen, they are going to hit the road. So they have not surrendered. Retreat is not surrendering, ladies and gentlemen. And the second reason, in my view, as I said in my latest video, the demonstrators were heavily infiltrated by goons. Goons that were paid by the government. Goons that were put there to taint the good name of our youth. Goons that were put there to destroy property. Goons that were put in major towns to maim and actually harm our youth. So that is why they decided to differentiate themselves from the goons. That is why they decided not to come from the street. Not that they are cowards, but because they want people to differentiate between peaceful unarmed demonstrators and the goons who are hired and paid by the government. Then that reason, in my view, is that the youth are mourning. So far, 39 Kenyans, innocent youth, have been victims. Some of them buried already. Wamepigwa risasi na busu na polisi wanyama wasiojali. So Kenyans are mourning. And demonstrating when Kenyans are mourning would look like we are not caring so much about whatever is happening. If you look at what Kenyans have been posting today, you realize the Kenyans were even posting photos of the fallen heroes, photos of the fallen martyrs. So from all angles, Kenyans were mourning because they have lost 39 Kenyans, according to various sources. The other reason why they retreated or why they did not come out today is to confuse the enemy. Confuse the enemy and you're going to win. When your opponent knows all the tactics that you are using, then be sure that you can easily lose the battle. The youth won the battle, but they are yet to win the war. They won the battle for the finance bill because it was withdrawn. They were able to depoliticize the pulpit because our politicians cannot go and brag in the church again. They won so many things because they harbored the opulent, the bragging politicians, especially from Mount Kenya and the Kalenjin nation, they were able to make them eat a herbal pie. So they want to confuse the enemy. They want to confuse the opponent. Because you see, initially, William Samoei Ruto did not even know what was going to hit him. Our members of parliament did not know what was going to hit them. Because the youth are always tactical. They are always digital. They are always smart. And I believe they don't want to be understood by the government. The other thing that made these people retreat is to evaluate the gaps. The gaps that have been there. They need to look at the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities that they have, and the threats that they have. So we call them SWOTs. So when they retreat and they come up with evaluation and they're able to fill the gaps. Like, for example, one of the gaps that was there is that they did not know how to deal with these goons. So they should come up with a strategy of how to deal with the goons. These goons are known, by the way. They are known. Because you see, what we used to see initially is that these demonstrations used to be organic. They would erupt all over the country. But now when you look at the goons, when you look at it, they were actually looting shops, they were looting businesses, and the policemen were watching over them. They were protecting the goons as they looked. So the Gen Z and the millennial guys and all the demonstrators need to come up with methods of how they are going to deal with these thugs. Because from what angles these are thugs. Again, I think also the brutal force by the policemen could have also motivated the youth to retreat a bit. The policemen were using live bullets. The policemen were using tear gas canisters, rubber bullets, anything, clubs, anything. And for sure, so many youth were maimed. So many youth were hurt. So many youth broke their legs, broke their limbs, broke their heads. They were injured. So many injuries that were caused by the policemen could have made the youth to retreat a bit. Again, when you see what has been happening in this country, the mood is that the youth needed to retreat a bit. The mood of the country. The youth are able to read the mood of the country. And the mood was retreat a bit and re-strategize. Retreat a bit and reorganize yourself. And when you hit the road, go for the prize. In fact, that is the mood on the ground. And since these are intelligent guys, these are intelligent youngsters, they are able to read the youth, the mood on the ground. So the big question is, are we going to see these youth again on the street? Definitely yes. And I'm telling you, they'll come with greater force. When they come, when they hit the road, I think they'll go all the way to the end. They are not going to retreat this time around. When you see the army retreating, it is not that it has surrendered. It comes with greater force. Ni kama vile ukiangalia mbuzi, kwa mfano uangalie mbuzi ama kondoo. Kondoo anaporudi nyuma hivi, anarudi nyuma hivi, is to gain momentum, and then the other mbuzi, the opponent, vile vile anarudi nyuma, and when they come with lightning speed, and they hit each other on the head, and they crash. And this is what the youth are doing. So ladies and gentlemen, it is not over until it is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that our politicians need to be very, very careful going forward. I strongly believe that our youth are very much determined to liberate this nation. I don't know what you think from where you are, but from where I am telling you, the youth will come again. The youth will rise again. Hata kama watarudi wakiwa namna gani, nakwambia watarudi. Watarudi. Na watarudi kwa fujo. Watarudi kwa nguvu, ambazo zimezidi nguvu. I don't know how William Samoei Ruto is going to face them. I don't know the tactic that to be used, because an invasion of armies can be defeated, but not an idea whose time has come. Ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, share our video, and have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.